So I'm here with my good friend Dennis Gubbins, comedian,
Actor.
You're in SAG.
He lives
SAG.
under the underpass.
He lives.
I got plenty of room. Bob Iger. Plenty of room, bro. We're going to be here for a while, motherfucker.
Bobby.
So, no, I'm an actor. I've been acting. Actually, I joined SAG in 1978. I did a couple commercials as a child.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to join. Only was a member for a little while. Left, went to college, did other things, and then decided to become an actor. Moved to LA, and miraculously got back into the union with a small fee, and I've been in the union ever since, thankfully. And like my friend here, Parissa, said, what people don't realize is that in this union of actors and people and tradesmen and skilled actors, only 13% make enough money a year to qualify for health insurance. Now think about that. How much do you think that is? 200,000? A million? $27,000. And so the vast majority of the people in this union are not making a living, and they could.
Let me clarify. I want to clarify that for everybody. So what he just said, in order to qualify for insurance in the Actors Union, you have to make $27,000 a year in union projects. And I want the audience to understand what Dennis is saying. So the studios and everything hire non-union actors, or they don't pay enough in residuals. So that's the real issue.
Yeah.
So you might have gotten paid, $5,000 to whatever to do the show, but then you don't get any residuals. So you don't qualify for the $27,000, which is another thing they don't want to pay.
Right.
Bob Iger and everybody, they got great health insurance, but we have to pay through the nose to get insurance. So I just want the audience to understand what that means.
Yeah. Simple health insurance. And you're like, that's not that much. It's like, yeah, it's actually used to not be that much. And it used to be kind of attainable for a lot of people. But now with the greed from the producers and the big heads, it is a lot. You have to book a lot more than you used to. 25 years ago, you could book 2-3 commercials, a couple TV shows, and be comfortable and have a nice living. Now,
well, 20 years ago, it was like $13,000 to qualify for insurance. Now it's double.
So that's one crazy thing. So we just need generally respect for our skill to be paid a fair share. We're not, 2% is what we want? It's like nothing.
I know.
It's crazy. And I was making this joke earlier. We're out here walking. We're actors. There's writers. So we're actors out here supporting our writers. And we've gotten some good ideas from the writers on what to chant and signs, but we have no idea where to go because the Directors Guild didn't stick with us. So, hey, directors, look in the fucking mirror. Who are you going to direct?
Yeah, that's. I met a guy in the DGA who's walking. He's striking.
That was my big walk away. We're supposed to.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Sorry, I wanted to keep. I was like, we're still walking. It's
like we got another couple months.
I'll edit it there and put the clip up.
But it's disgusting. It's just such a bummer. Like if we all just stood together, it's you and I, liberal-minded, social aware. Like, how do I have a happy life when I'm stepping over people to get to my car? How can you feel good about yourself knowing that you're set, but the people around you aren't? How is that a union? This country is a union. That's what drives me crazy. Right. It's in our DNA. And yet we've gotten away from unions because of greed, because of trickle down economics from the 80s on, and now people don't think unions are good, and that's the most disturbing thing is when working people are like, why are unions good?
Right, because they've been the propaganda machine from the 1% that controls everything to feed. When I see working class people siding with billionaires on social media, I'm like, man. Yeah. You guys all have Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. It's nuts.
It's mind-boggling. Yeah, it's really sad. So
what can somebody who's watching this, who's not in show business, not a writer, actor, director, what can they do to support this?
Right now, I think one of the big things you can do actually is to write to Netflix, cancel your subscriptions, tell them why you're canceling them. You can always go back. We're all going to go back. We all love this. Cancel it. Yeah. Hit them in their pockets. Come out. Walk out of your job, maybe. I don't fucking know. But, that's one way to do it is to cancel all your subscriptions, I guess. I really don't know.
Well, no, that is a great idea. I always say vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
And the strike will end. So if you have subscriptions to Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or whatever, cancel them. And like you said, tell them why and say, I want just fair wages. Again, no one's like you just said, like Mike just said, we're not asking for pay us. When you're not getting
for much at all.
I know.
And that's what's so frustrating is that the disinformation of this is like, oh, we're all rich Hollywood people. It's like, no, we're like plumbers and electricians. We're like anyone else, but our jobs come in waves. So in order to live this life and do a good job, you got to have enough money in the bank to not have to go work at a shoe store and miss work and then quit your job because you got an audition. We can have working actors work as actors and not other things. And that's what my goal is, to get more people insurance, more people into work.
Yeah. Because again, we're generating revenue for these big companies.
Yeah.
They can't do this without writers and actors. I know they want AI to be able to do it, but it's.
And it was only a couple of years. Like, how long ago was when we were all locked up in our houses talking about, oh, thank God for the artists. Thank God for the people. We were all watching everything that, Screen Actors Guild made, Writers Guild wrote, Directors Guild made. We're all doing it. We're all enjoying it. And then instantly it's like, oh, well, fuck them. Whatever. Back to life. Just like, it's gross, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. The more we all do right now, the sooner this will be over and we're back to doing stuff. But those guys have fucking coffers filled to the bank. 24 million Bob Iger got last year as a salary. $24 million. And you want to talk about being on his side? Come on.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because it's and the thing I've been saying all day during this live stream, everybody I've been talking to, because everyone's making similar points, is this isn't just show business, man.
No.
Why do you think Starbucks, the people have been striking, and Amazon workers and the UPS? Because it's the same thing. A handful of rich people are making all this money. Somebody's getting $7 or paying $7 for a latte that costs 5 cents in materials. And the Starbucks worker is getting minimum wage, and you can't live off of minimum wage.
Something that a lot of people don't realize that is kind of similar. Local hire. So if you're a local hire, it means you live in that town, and so you get paid a different rate. I've done it. Maybe you've done it. Most actors have done it. Flown ourselves to New York, to Detroit, to places so we could get that job and be a local hire. I mean, this is like people who are passionate about their life and their career and their art will do whatever we can to do it. But when you're pushed back with so little, it's very, very frustrating to have people not all come out and force them to be like, yes, let's support these people. So I think we're getting a lot of support, and it's early days. And my hope is that it goes fast, but it doesn't look like it. So we need everybody out there to write, to post, whatever you can. Just numbers, algorithms. Like, fuck.
Get the word out. I mean, so there's several things you can do, everybody. You can repost these videos. You can support anything. You can take a screen grab of this and put it on your social media with hashtag WGA Strong, hashtag SAG-AFTRA Strong. You can unsubscribe from the streaming services. I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
that's asking a lot, and I get it, and it's hard to do, but something, or at least Paramount. How about that?
Yeah,
just that one. just Paramount.
Just pick one of them.
Yeah.
Just if you have 4.
Paramount trimmed their trees the other day, so there's no shade for the people picketing there. So yeah, maybe that will be enough to be like, hey, Paramount, not today, and maybe never, but right now I'm canceling you, and I'm telling you why.
Yeah. And then there's, you don't have to be in one of these unions to come out and walk with us if you want. There's plenty of non-union members are out here, and we appreciate it.
It's awesome. The more the merrier, and we appreciate you all, and thank you, Graham.
Yeah,
Man right here.
my dude. I've done shows with Dennis. We played volleyball together. We've done many fun things together. Let's all stand.
Sergeant Stryker needs to be on the case.
Oh, I get out here. That corduroy jacket is going to be hot, but
Still one of the greatest characters.
Thank you.